Alright guys, I'm back with chapter 10 of Genesis, where looks like we're going to start talking about descendants of Japheth and Ham and Shem. So here we go guys, getting into more of the genealogy after the flood. This is the account of the families of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the three sons of Noah. Many children were born to them after the great flood. Descendants of Japheth. The descendants of Japheth were Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus. The descendants of Gomer were Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. The descendants of Javan were Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Rodanim. Their descendants became the seafaring peoples that spread out to various islands, each identified by its own language, clan, and national identity. Descendants of Ham. The descendants of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The descendants of Cush were Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, and Sabteca. The descendants of Ramah were Sheba and Dedan. Cush was also the ancestor of Nimrod, who was the first heroic warrior on earth. Since he was the greatest hunter in the world, his name became proverbial. People would say, "This man is like Nimrod, the greatest hunter in the world. He built his kingdom in the land of Babylonia, with the cities of Babylon, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh. From there he expanded his territory to Assyria, building the cities of Nineveh, Rehoboth, Calah, and Resen, the great city located between Nineveh and Calah. Mizraim was the ancestor of the Ludites, Anamites, Lehabites, Naphtuhites, Pathrazites, Casluhites, and the Caphtorites, from whom the Philistines came. Canaan's oldest son was Sidon, the ancestor of the Sidonians. Canaan was also the Arvadites, Zemarites, and Hamathatites. The Canaanite clans eventually spread out, and the territory of Canaan extended from Sidon in the north of Gerar and Gaza in the south, and east as far as Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim, near Elisha. These were the descendants of Ham identified by clan, language, territory, and national identity. Descendants of Shem. Sons were also born to Shem, the older brother of Japheth. Shem was the ancestor of all the descendants of Eber. The descendants of Shem were Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, that's a tough one, Lud, and Aram. The descendants of Aram were Uz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah was the father of Eber. Eber had two sons. The first was named Peleg, which means division, for during his lifetime the people of the world were divided into different language groups. His brother's name was Joktan. Joktan was the ancestor of Almodad, Shehalef, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Tikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were descendants of Joktan. The territory they occupied extended from Mesha all the way to Saphar in the eastern mountains. These were the descendants of Shem, identified by clan, language, territory, and national identity. These are the clans that descended from Noah's sons, arranged by nation according to their lines of descent. All the nations of the earth descended from these clans after the great flood. I guess my only thing there is, I wonder which clan I'm related to. I mean, obviously I'm related to them all, they're brothers, so at the very least, cousins. I just get curious, when it comes to lineage, knowing that we should all now know that we can take our timeline back to at least Noah, And so he would be everybody's great, 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 a bunch of great grandfathers. And then it's interesting how it divided. I didn't really pay attention or understand that. I thought that the great division in nationalities and language, I thought that all happened at the Tower of Babel. And it sounds like there's a portion of it that had already happened. And interestingly enough, so I guess I'll leave with this. Actually, chapter 11 tomorrow says the Tower of Babel. So I guess that is where the great or the greatest level of division comes from. And so I actually look forward to reading that tomorrow. But on that note, have a good night. God bless. I love you. Jesus loves you. And we'll be reading about the Tower of Babel tomorrow, when we start chapter 11 of Genesis. But have a good night and God bless, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.